Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I'm the crochet designer slash business strategist here behind a Crafty concept. In today's video, we're doing something different. Today is December 1st, which is the first day of the 10 days of CrochetMAS. I will be going live on Instagram in about 8 minutes and I'm going to be recording over here with my hand so people can watch what I'm making, but I'm also gonna have this recording over here to give you guys a couple different angles. And I wanted to go ahead and welcome you to this video before the live starts because you're on YouTube and not watching me live on Instagram in this current moment. If you missed today's live on Instagram and you're watching the replay, I'll put a link in my bio where you can sign up for the CrochetMAS VIP list and you will get an email every morning for the first 10 days of December reminding you what that day's pattern is, what time we're going live, what materials you need, and you'll also get a freebie that goes with that pattern too. So you're gonna get 10 freebies, 10 emails. It's gonna be a really good time. Also today, when you see me go through the live and you're watching the replay, you'll see that I did a couple giveaways. I will be doing giveaways throughout all 10 lives. So if you're able to join me for any of them, check the calendar. It will be sent to you in your inbox after you sign up to be on the VIP list and see if any of those days work best for you and maybe you can get your hands on one of these giveaways. So I'm gonna keep watching the clock and wait for 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot and get this thing started. Hello friends! Welcome to day one of CrochetMAS. This is going to be really fun, a virtual crochet party. I know that you can't see my face, and I wanted to try to get it really techie so that you could see my face and my hands, but I couldn't figure it out. But I am recording on multiple devices, so when I put the replay on YouTube, I can do different angles and stuff, so you can kind of see my face too. Hi, YouTube. Totally have my whole craft room set up like a makeshift amateur filming studio. I'm using all my devices. It looks ridiculous. I took a video of it on my iPad so I could share it with you guys later and let you see. But today, for day one of CrochetMAS, you should have gotten an email. And in that email, I told you what pattern we were doing, what time we were going live, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the materials that you will need to make said pattern if you want to crochet with me, and I included a freebie that went out this morning that goes with this stocking pattern. So I will be sending you out a freebie with every morning's email. We are creating a lot of new ones because some of the patterns on the list didn't already have a freebie created. So we are in the process of creating a freebie for every single one of them. Some of them are going to be marking tips like today, and some of them are going to be product tags, most likely. We might throw in something else, but most likely they'll be product tags to help you market. Can't hear the audio. Can anybody else hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay, somebody said how precious. How precious. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Praise the Lord. All right, and we're off. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys today's freebie really quick. For those of you who haven't checked your inbox yet, or if you didn't get today's email and you would like to get today's email, let me know and we can try to get it to you. But this is what the freebie looks like. I don't think I can zoom out a little bit. It is a marketing selling tips to help you sell your Mini Boho Stockings, and it comes with keywords that are researched on Etsy. I already researched these to make sure they are good keywords to use in your listings, and it comes with some ways to photograph them based on the different marketing ideas. So this is going to be really handy if you want to sell Mini Boho Stockings in your shop. But if you didn't get that email, send me an email today. Sign up to the list so you get tomorrow's email, and then send me an email today saying that you didn't get today's email, and I will send you the freebie that you missed so you're not missing out on anything. One more little housekeeping thing before we start crocheting our little stocking. I will be doing multiple giveaways throughout the day, throughout this live. Also, this one might be one of the longest lives. Some of the other ones are going to be really super quick. But I'm going to do at least 3. That's the plan, unless something techie happens. But one of the things that I'm going to give away is a very cute CrochetMAS sticker. I only ordered 10 of these. I'm keeping one for myself. Yes, it will be on the blog, Mountain Mama. Thank you for asking. I'm keeping one for myself, and so there will be 9 available to be given away throughout the next next 10 days. So one a day except for one of the days because I'm keeping one for myself. I might not. I might give it away and order me another one. We'll see. But aren't these cute? You could put them on a notebook or like a water bottle, not a disposable water bottle, or like a mug or your iPad, like whatever. I just love them. I think they're so cute. Hi, Boston. And another thing that I'm going to give away today is the PDF version for this pattern. So somebody or multiple somebodies will get the PDF for free. That will be given away. And then I'm going to do one more physical product today. I might not do them in every live, but today's the first one. So go big or go home. We will be giving away the Skein Queen's notebook. Skein Queen. I say Skein, so it rhymes with Queen. If you say Skein, maybe this isn't the notebook for you. But I want to show you really quickly what the pages look like. They are notebook on one side and grid on the other to help you kind of sketch out your designs or do bullet journaling or whatever your little heart desires. So with all that being said, let's do a giveaway now to test our method. Hi, Lancaster. Sierra should be live with us. Sierra, are you hanging out? Kate Creates, if you win the giveaway, let me know and I'll reimburse you for yesterday's purchase. But I need to make sure Sierra is here, and as soon as I get the green light from Sierra, we will do our first giveaway. I'm going to pull up my text messages. Okay, she said she should be here. She should be here. So we're going to do our first giveaway. Actually, I'm going to I have my notifications turned off so so you guys don't get a billion dingy sounds, but I'm going to have to turn them on because Sierra is hanging out with us today and she might need my attention. So there might be something important that I do. So I'm going to turn my notifications on, turn back on. Okay, hopefully it'll come through. Okay, let's do a giveaway. So we have numbers in this nesting basket here, 1 through 126. So I want you to pick a number, not yet, pick a number between 1 and 126, 126, and the first person to get the closest is going to win. Now, give Sierra some grace because she is going to be the one trying to catch all of your numbers. You can sign up through the link in my bio, Polly's, or you can go to acraftyconcept.com/CrochetMAS, sign up, and that will get you there as well. Okay, go ahead and start. 1 through 126. I'm going to pull one of these. 1 through 126, and Sierra is going to watch all of these coming in, and she is going to contact the winner here in the chats, and then she's also going to ask you to send me an email. So keep an eye out for Sierra. It should be under her. I don't know which Instagram she's on right now, but we'll figure that out. Here we go. Ready? Oh, one popped out. Okay, let's draw. I was going to have Ava draw, but she's not going to be here. Maybe on one of the Saturdays she can draw. Okay, get just one more second to get your votes in. One more second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is that too fast? Here I go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the winning number is 22. We are looking for 22, Sierra. The first person to guess 22 wins the pattern. Okay. The first person to guess 22 wins the PDF pattern of the Mini Boho stocking. So I'm going to let Sierra work her magic. I'm going to set this one aside so we don't draw 22 again during this live, but it will be back in the basket for tomorrow's live. Now let's go ahead and start making our stockings together. So I'm going to go to the internets. I'm going to go to acraftyconcept.com. I'm just doing this here with you guys, so if anybody else wants to pull it up with me, you know how. Then we're going to click on the free patterns tab. And then we're going to, I guess we should say closest without going over for the numbers. Because I didn't think about 22 and 21 and 23 both being next to 22. So without going over, we're going to add that in there. Sorry. Next time I'll do better. Okay, we're looking for the stocking. You can see all the free patterns on my blog. Hopefully I didn't pass it up. There she is. Okay, and we're going to click on this and open it up. And that is what I'm going to be looking at so I don't mess up anything and so I say everything properly, because sometimes I just kind of wing it and make it up as I go. So we don't want to be winging it. We want it to be official. We're going to start with using our E-hook. You can use any hook and yarn combo that you would like. It would just change the finish size, so that's totally fine. But the bigger hook is going to be for your border, the fringy bit up here, and the smaller hook is going to be for your body. Thanks, Sierra. So Sierra's Crafty Creations, the beautiful brown-headed girl with the white background and the gorgeous floral skirt. That's my girl, Sierra, and she's helping out here in the live. So congrats on Hook and Hill. Woo! You win the PDF. So send us an email. We will get it to you. Okay, party on. What a fun day. What a fun start to our live. I'm using this pink yarn. It's the same color that's in this stocking here. It is from I Love This Yarn, and it is the color Tropical Pink. It is one of my favorite shades of like bright pink. I really just love it. It won't take much yarn to make your stocking. I'm going to make this one solid pink, so I won't be changing the bobbles, but I wanted to show you, you can change the different colors. You can do so many different things with these. I will say this pattern is not perfect for self-striping yarn because we turn our work before every bobble row, so that's going to affect the gorgeous striping pattern. So if you had the thought of doing that, maybe do striping yarn on all of these parts and then do like a different color that goes with the striping for your bobbles so it doesn't get like clunky looking. I can show you what I mean maybe in another day. If I can make one with a variegated yarn, I can show you. But we're going to start by making a magic circle. And we're going to grab our yarn. This is how I do my magic circles. And then we're going to chain one. Then we are going to half double crochet into the magic circle 12 times. So we're going to make 12 half double crochet stitches into the magic circle. That's 1, 2, I might have to adjust my phone here. I don't know. 3, 4, 5. Hi, little heart. We had a giveaway. There'll be more though. 7, 8, 9. This is an E hook. Sorry, this is the E 3.5 millimeter hook, and I will be using the G hook for my fringe. 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Okay, now we are going to pull this tail here and close up our circle, and that is what makes it magic. Just like that, nice and snug. And we can also close that up tighter with our tapestry needle at the end. And then, thank you, Alexis, for helping fill in friends. I appreciate you guys. Now we're going to join into the top of our first half double crochet, just like so. We're going to join, chain 1, and get ready for row 2. We are not going to turn our work. Row 2, we're still going in the same direction. I'm going to like scoot my phone down a little bit. So if you get motion sickness, just hang on just a second. Bear with me. I just feel like I can't see the comments good. Not well, Megan, but I'm going to try. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Now we are going to half double crochet increase in each stitch all the way around. So we're going to yarn over. Well, okay, one more disclaimer before somebody gets confused. I yarn under. My hook is under my yarn. That's how I taught myself. You probably yarn over. Whichever one you do is fine. It's not going to affect your finished stocking. Do whatever that you want. And I'm going to say yarn over because that's just like regular speak. But if I yarn under, when I yarn under, know that you can yarn over or under, whichever direction you would like to go. All right, that's out of the way. So we're going to increase in each stitch all the way around, which just means 2 half double crochet stitches in the same space. So that's 1. And then this is 2. Excellent. We're going to do that all the way around to get 24 stitches. 1, 2, that's 4. Teachers love the little stocking. Add chocolate and a gift card. Oh, I love it. So many different ways that you can gift these things. I did include a very short list in today's email, but we can definitely brainstorm a ton of different other ways. Love the pattern. I've made minis for teachers and so many of the larger ones. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. I think it's pretty super cute. And I have, spoiler alert, I have a new pattern coming out in 2023 for another style of stocking, actually 2. One I'm calling the simple stocking, and then one I'm calling the Claire stocking, which you can probably go ahead and visualize in your head what that will look like if you follow my journey and you know the Claire Bambini or the Claire Cozy. But those are coming. This is an E hook, 3.5 millimeter. Also, I did send out an email this morning to everybody that's on my CrochetMAS email list, the VIP list, and I included the materials in that email. It went out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it gives you guys a couple hours. We're just going to double check that I got 24 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. If I was making a video tutorial, that part of me counting would have been edited out. Join into the top of your first half double crochet and then chain 1. Okay, the next 2 rows are just going to be 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around for rows 3 and 4. So just one time, pay attention to where you put your first half double crochet. I don't know if you can tell already, but can you kind of see that my seam is starting to go this way? Can you see how it's doing that? That is because of the half double crochet stitch. Like you're pulling your yarn through all those loops and you're going this way, right? I guess if you're left-handed, yours would probably be going in the other direction. So that is why you get that crooked or that like glided seam, I guess. So something that I do to combat that is change where I put my first stitch. So you can either put your first stitch in the same space where you just joined and chained 1. I do that sometimes. And sometimes I go over here to this stitch and I put my last stitch where I chained, right? And then that just kind of makes it smudge and straighten up a little bit. So it'll go like at an angle and then it'll straighten up and then at an angle and then I'll do it again. So I'm just showing you little sneaks and little pro tips while we're doing this live that you won't find in the pattern because you're here with me now and I appreciate you and we're having a good time. And it's just a good environment for sharing little tips. I got more for this because I just made this today and I was thinking of tips along the way. That was one of them. So I'm going to put my first one all the way over here, not in the hook, not in the space where I just joined, but over here. And we're going to go for 24 again. And my last one will be right up next to my chain 1, like squeezed in there. I'll show you when we get around. Is anybody else making one with me, or are you guys just hanging out for the fellowship aspect? If you're making one with me, will you tell me what color you're making it? We're just doing 1 half double crochet in each stitch. It's a great tip. Something that simple you think we would all know, but I never heard of it, LOL. Oh, Mamacita's making one. Oh, lots of people. Thanks, Loonies, for your feedback. I appreciate you. Navy blue. Oh my gosh, that one is going to be so like traditional, beautiful Christmas, like Winter Wonderland Christmas themed. I'm making one in off-white. Gorgeous. Cooking dinner. Where do you live? Cozy and Warm Crochet. What time is it where you live? Are you in Australia? Burgundy and my baubles are going to be ombre pinks. Oh, look at all these beautiful colors, you guys. Watching kids and feeding babies. I love it. Making off-white with green baubles. Oh, just hanging. Hey, Sabby Cat, I see you hanging. Okay, so I did 23 stitches. Now my last one is going to go here, right up smushed next to my starting chain to make it 24. Ugh. Take your time, Melissa. And also, when you watch a video on YouTube, Melissa, also I want to go ahead and, before I give Melissa a tip, this is where we're going to join. That's the top of our first single crochet. It's a little bit farther, our half double crochet, it's a little bit farther away because we kind of scooched it over, but that's where we're going to join. And then we're going to chain 1, do it one more time. Melissa, if you are new to things like the half double crochet, and you find it difficult to watch YouTube videos because they're too fast, you can slow them down. Just go to YouTube and search how to slow down YouTube videos. It's your playback speed that you can adjust, and you can make them faster or slower. You can also turn them around if you're left-handed, which is helpful for left-handed folks. If you guys want a tutorial on that later, let me know. I can show you how to speed it up, slow it down, and flip it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Making a larger stocking in burgundy for baby's first Christmas. Did you see Taylor's baby's first Christmas felties that she sent out, or that she just released? I bought one. I'm very excited. Good luck, Melissa. I always watch YouTube videos in at least 1.5 speed because your girl is always in a hurry, and I talk really fast and some people talk really slow, so I just watch it faster. It helps me be more productive. I'm inventorying my market items, but this is on the list of things to make today. When's your market? I think these would do well at markets because people are looking for quick, easy gifts. Okay, we're almost back. Now that time I did put my first half double crochet next to my chain, so this is not, that should be my 24. And I'm going to go ahead and count them just because I hadn't been counting, just to get a little update. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Perfect. Now we're going to join into the top of our first half double crochet. Making gnomes. I bought a gnome at a market last Saturday for Shop Small Saturday. It was made from like fleece and it was sewn, I think, but I bought it because I was talking to all the business owners, like I can't help it. And I gave her some unsolicited advice with as much love as possible, and she received it well. So hopefully she enjoyed it and was not annoyed, because I can't help it. Small business owners are my favorite humans to be around, especially handmade small business owners. So the 17th, well, good luck to you. Okay, now we are going to, it would be a cute advent calendar. What if you made it with fingering weight yarn? I wonder how cute that would be. Now we are going to do row 5, which is going to be our first bobble row. So this is important, and a lot of people miss this. So let me have your listening ears. We chained up, we're going to turn our work. The magic is in the turning of your work, because your bobbles pooch out on the wrong side of your row. Like, this is the wrong side of our row. It's not facing us, right? But we want it to be on the right side of our work. So we have to turn our stocking around. So I need to pay attention to where okay, there's my stitch. That's where my first stitch is going to go. And we're going to do single crochet in the first stitch. And then a bobble stitch in the next space. And I do have to say, this is our first year using an advent calendar for Ava, and December kind of snuck up on me, so I haven't put anything in there yet. So what we did this morning before we woke her up, I made if you saw my stories yesterday, I made a tiny little pink Christmas light for the video tutorial. I thought I had the other one here, but it's gone. I threw a keychain in it and put it in her thing, and now she has a Christmas light keychain because that is all I had at the ready that I thought she would like. So now let's do our bobble stitch. I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree today and buy a whole bunch of knickknacks to go in it. It's the kind with like little drawers that you can put tiny little gifts in. Oh, shoot. I'm going to talk you through this. Sorry. Got carried away. Okay. Yarn over or under. Insert your hook into the stitch, just like so. Grab your yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. Cartomkins, that's a genius idea. I will be adding activities into that. She really likes to play phase 10, and I really like to play phase 10, but we can't play every night, obviously, because I work 24/7, and we got like obligations and stuff. But adding a phase 10 night to her advent calendar, freaking brilliant. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, that's 1. We're gonna do that 3 more times in the same stitch. Yarn over. Insert your hook into the same hole, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 2. We're going to do that 2 more times. This is creating our very bobblicious textured bobble. Just like that. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. That completes our bobble stitch. Now we're going to put a single crochet stitch right here. We're not going to chain. We're not going to do anything different. We're just going to go straight into the next spot for a single crochet, just like that. And we're going to pull it nice and taut, because that way that bobble just pooches right out like it's supposed to. And then a single crochet. And we're going to do that all the way around. This is what it's going to look like, pooching out on the correct side of our work. See that? Look at that. Look at that texture. So if your bobbles look like blah to you, if you've been like, oh, my bobbles don't pooch out as much as hers, maybe you aren't turning your work. If you don't turn your work, they're going to pooch out on the wrong side. And then you're just going to manually try to pooch them. And to me, that just never looks as good for myself. Like, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I can never manually pooch them out on the other side. So I have to always turn my work when I am making anything with the bobble stitch. And if you've been following me for any sort of time, you know half of my patterns have the bobble stitch in it. I'm obsessed with the texture. I'm obsessed with everything kind of going together, like the rug, the pillows, the wall hangers, like they all kind of had the same boho vibes with the bobble stitches. My blanket has couple of my blankets have the bobble stitch. Like I'm just obsessed with the bobble stitch. So if you've ever made any of my patterns and you weren't digging how your bobble stitch is looking, that might be why. I look really silly from the other angle, the YouTube angle, because I'm having to like look down. I can't watch myself crochet through this screen. It messes me up. So I have to look under my phone, but my phone has to be low enough for me to see the comments. So I look really silly, but you can catch that on the replay on YouTube because we're going to edit it with the multiple angles of footage so you can check it out. You're welcome, Little Heart Creations. I'm glad you found it helpful. I love learning small things that make a big difference. Those are my favorite types of tips. Ooh, I love the bobble stitch too. It's so beautiful. And some people call it the popcorn stitch, and some people call it, I think some people call it like a bubble stitch, which that's probably okay because I don't think there is a bubble stitch. But there is a popcorn stitch, and some people call it a puff stitch. If you've ever made a Claire bun beanie, that's the puff stitch. But this is not the popcorn stitch either. It's a little bit different. To make a popcorn stitch, you have to move your hook out of your work and reinsert it. So it's a little bit different. But they're all really fun. Ooh, she fell in love with it on my wall hanger. Somebody's going to try to crank some out before their market on Saturday. I hope you sell them. That would be fabulous. You could probably get a template that says place gift card here or gift card holder to stick in it to make it pop out. I bet Anna of the Naughty Boss has some of those. I call it a puff stitch when I make it. Girl, you call it a puff stitch. I was just trying to clarify for anybody that might be confused. You can call it whatever you want. I make up my own words all the time. When I was recording the Christmas light video yesterday, I kept saying the tippy. So that's the technical term of the Christmas light black spot is the tippy. Thank you, Crafty Ninja. Okay, and so now we're coming back around. So all of my patterns, when they used a bobble stitch, there's an odd number so you don't end on a bobble. I designed this pattern before I learned that, so this one has an even number of stitches, so we will end our row on a bobble, but it's okay because we have the chain one that kind of creates the space, so our bobble still works good, okay? So we're going to end with a bobble stitch. Okay, last one little here, and okay, and then instead of going directly into our next stitch to make a single crochet, we're going to join in to the top of our first stitch, which was a single crochet. It's kind of hard to see. The bobbles are a little aggressive, so it's kind of hard to see, but this area is our chain up, and that's the top of our first single crochet, so that's where I'm going to join. And now it's time for another giveaway. Sierra, that's your cue, my girl. Chain one and turn our work. This time, let's give away the sticker. I have been so excited about these, and I couldn't share them with you until today, so I'm very excited about this sticker. So this is what we're going to give away. Same rules apply, 1 through 126, but not the number 22. I set out the number 22. First one to get the closest to the number that I draw from this basket without going over, that's the new addition that we're going to do, closest without going over, numbers 1 through 126 will win the sticker, and Sierra is here ready to contact you when you win. So get those numbers coming in, friends. 1 through 126. Do not guess the number 22 because it is not in there. If you guess the number 22, you will definitely lose. I'm going to see who wins, and Sierra is going to call you out and tell you congrats, and then I'm going to tell you congrats, and then I'm going to mail this thing to you in the mail. Open internationally. This is an international giveaway right here. I don't care where you live. It only costs me like $1.30 to ship these things internationally because I ship them via a letter and I just get an international stamp. It's very affordable. So let me know. I mean, international, wherever you are, I will ship it to you. Let's just kind of give these some good mix-ins. Here we go. Ready? Ready? And the number is 59. Yeah, 59. Oh, no! Nell got 59 just now. Nell Kingsgen guessed 59. I don't know if anybody else guessed 59 first, but Nell, if nobody else guessed it first, maybe you won this one. But Sierra is watching, so she will let you know. Let's go ahead and set this aside, and then we'll see who the winner was, and then I will reach out. You can reach out to me via email so I can get your address, and then I will send you this. Now, I don't know if it's you, but it very well might be. Sierra will tag you for sure. She's been watching. Now let's go back to our little pattern here, and we're going to do round 6, which is going to be just 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around, so 24 half double crochets. We're going to put our first stitch at the top of our bobble, not over here. I know it looks like it should go over here, but the last stitch that we did was a bobble, so the first stitch of the next row goes into the top of the last stitch. Actually, it was a single crochet. No, the single crochet is over here because we turned our work, okay? So that's where we're going to insert our hook for. No, congratulations. Please email me and let me know like your address and stuff. That's so fun. Got it right on the nose. All right, we're going to half double crochet 24. That's 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that all the way around. 5. Lots of congrats to Nail over there. Next we'll do another PDF, and then after that we will do the notebook. That'll be fun. So half double crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around. Congrats, girlfriend. Okay. Yeah, this live is going to be longer than all the other ones. The nesting basket might be this long too, but the other ones are going to be so dang fast. I guess we're going to start this party off getting the hardest one out of the way. Okay, and the last one is going to go on top of that single crochet that we did. Do you have this as a written pattern? I sure do, Crafty Ninja. You can get it at acraftyconcept.com. Or you can go to acraftyconcept.com/shop and purchase the PDF if you don't want the ad-filled version. Okay, join into the top of your first half double crochet. Okay, you all, I put makeup on and everything for this just because of the second angle. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Ah, so fun. Annie, the nesting basket is going to be the last one that we do, so day 10. Okay, join into the top. I love them too, by the way. Chain 1, and then we're going to do round 7 and 8 is just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and make my first stitch go all the way over here again. So my thing doesn't go like this, right? Every month. That would be fun. Well, I'm going to try to do it every December, though. I'm going to try to make it a thing. So my first one is going to go all the way over here. That means my last one is going to go smudged in right here, and that will try to help straighten up my seam a little bit, because with half double crochets, it's weird. I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. If you missed it, you're welcome to catch the replay. 1, 2. Thanks, Sierra, coming in with the links for you guys. She's the bomb.com, guys, for real. Acrylic yarn. Yep, it's okay. I am breezy. It's okay that you're late. You can use any yarn that you want. I am using acrylic yarn. This is Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn in the color Tropical Pink. And I will be using Red Heart Huga Fur yarn for my cuff. But you can use, you could still use the same yarn, a different color. You could, there's literally so many things that you could do. LOL, Crafty. Is it not Ninja? Sorry, my brain just kind of fills in the gaps in my vision and goes with it. So I don't know. Yes, though, you can use any type of yarn that you would want. It'll just might make a bigger stocking, might make a smaller stocking. It doesn't matter, but I don't think there's anything that you probably shouldn't use off the top of my head. So my last one is going to go smudged right in there. And that should be 24, even though I'm not really counting. Hopefully we're just doing a good job and we won't have to count. And then I'm going to join into the top of my first half double crochet, which is right here. Okay. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do one more row of 24 half double crochets. 1, 2. So Katie said she just continued with doing half double crochets and folded it over. She did not use the faux fur, and I bet that is still just as beautiful. Like, it's so easy to change these cuffs. And when I was making the practice one before this live, I was thinking about making a blog post to show you like a ton of different cuff options for any stockings that you make, not just mine, but anybody's stockings that you could cuff it up. Oh, Crafty Ninja, sweet. If you think that I'm faster than you, first, I have been doing it for a very long time, and I'm super familiar with this pattern because I designed it. So obviously I'm going to design a pattern with stitches that I'm like familiar and fast with. But 2, it might be your hook. I'm not kidding. Like, Clover and More hooks are superior. I definitely would suggest it. Just buy yourself one. Buy yourself your most popular size that you use regularly and give them a try. I have them linked in my Amazon shop, which you can get to through my blog or the link in my bio. These are a game changer for speed because they glide so smoothly and you're not wasting time and energy like struggling to get through the yarn. So you might not even realize how much of a difference it's going to make for you. So I've just kind of made that connection recently. Like, I knew they were the best hooks for me, but I made the connection recently that I think they make me much faster. So definitely try this hook out if you're struggling with speed. It could be your hook. Okay, join into the top of our first half double crochet. Chain 1, and now we're going to turn our work because we are getting ready for a bobble. Oh, that's fun, Crafty Ninja. My assistant, Mackenzie, is all about Harry Potter. And obviously Taylor and Angie and probably Sierra, like everybody. I've never seen it, but I love the theme. I love the theme and the community around it. Okay, so now we're going to do another set of bobble stitches. So we are going to put a single crochet in our first space and then bobble stitch in the next space. We're going to do that all the way around. I did my first bobble stitch very slow and intentional for anybody who's never done the bobble stitch before. If you guys would like to see me do that again, let me know and I can do that for you. But I don't want to like do it if everybody here has already seen me do it and make it go slower for no reason. But I will be happy to do it if anybody needs me to. I love how comfortable the grip is. The grip is like a rubbery matte feeling, so the hook does not move in your hand. And you don't realize that your other hooks move in your hand until you find a hook that doesn't. And you don't realize how much like hand energy and mental energy that you're spending making sure your hook doesn't move, like subconscious energy. Then that all goes away when your hook doesn't move. So I really recommend them. 3 half double crochet rows in between each of the bobble stitches. Just going to keep bobbling around. Every time I make bobble stitches, I always sing in my head. You know the song Wobble? Have you heard that song? Like if you've been to a wedding in America, you've probably heard that song. And it goes wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. I always say bobble baby, bobble baby, bobble baby, bobble in my head. And I think somebody should make like a parody song for crocheters who do the bobble stitch. I also sing, watch me knit, now watch me crochet. Watch me knit, knit, now watch me crochet. I also sing that. My brain I can't help it. Like it just does these things on its own. Okay, we are almost done with this row. We're going to end on a bobble, so single and then a bobble stitch. I'm going to make sure, yep, we're still recording on my other phone. It's going to be a big one. 3 and 4. Everyone's loving the bobble baby bobble. Okay. Join into the top of our first stitch, which was that single crochet there. Then we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we have 3 more rows. Nope, just kidding. 1 more row of half double crochets. So we're going to do 1 row of half double crochets. So 24 stitches, and then we're getting ready to do our heel. I yarn under like you do, and it makes me crochet better than the normal way, huh? So it makes it a lot slower for me if I yarn over. I just feel like it's more natural for the hook to go. Like, I don't know, if you see, I'll try to do it in slow motion. So like, boom, it just seems more flowy to me. That's yarning over, under. And if I had to do it the other way, I would have to like literally, I don't know, it's just easier for me. But that's just how I taught myself. Some people are probably really super fast yarning the other way. I am hot and sweaty, and I have a Santa hat on because of my other angle, and it looks cute, and I'm keeping it. Also, my hair is like, I'm going to the salon today, so it's not presentable. And I have my fan on, but I might need to turn it on to a higher speed because your girl is hot. Hi, everybody. Okay, almost done. And the last one is going to be on top of that single crochet. So that should be 24. I'm going to count because the heel, it's going to be important that you have the right number of stitches. So let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Hallelujah. Hi, Homestead. How are you? Okay. Join into the top of our first half double crochet and chain 1. So this next part is going to be important for the position that your stocking is going to turn. So mine is shaped like a J. If you wanted yours shaped like this, and that's how you want to hang it, like if you want to hang it from something shaped this way instead of this way, you're going to want to turn your work right here. So if you want yours to not be a J, you're going to want to turn your work and start your heel this way. Mine is going to be a J, so I will not be turning my work, and I will just be staying in the same direction. But that goes for my big stockings too. If you want your stockings to drape in the other direction that I draped mine, you just turn your work before you start the heel row right here. So we're going to start by half double crocheting 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn our work, but I'm going to show you, we just have these 12 stitches across the back of our stocking. Now we're going to turn our work and get ready for the next row, which is row 2 of the heel. We're going to decrease over these first 2 stitches, and I didn't refresh my memory about how to appropriately do a half double crochet decrease. You can do it however that you want. I'm just going to go this way because I didn't look it up, but this is how I do it. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook into a stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all the loops. That's my half double crochet decrease. I don't know if that's the proper half double crochet decrease. You might not do that extra yarn over bit. I'm not sure. But we're going to decrease over the first 2, and then we're going to half double crochet. I think it's 8. Let me look for sure. Yep, it's 8. Because we're putting 2 decreases on the ends. So the 8 half double crochets go in between the 2 decreases. We're making it kind of go like a triangle, like it's going into a triangle. I think it's personal preference, Amanda, but there might be like a feng shui official way to hang them. I don't know. So decrease over these next 2, yarn over, like so. Okay, chain 1 and turn our work. For the next row, we're going to decrease over the first 2, just like this. Then we're going to half double crochet over the next 6. 1. Better late than ever, Lockies. I'm glad you're here. Also, the replay will be available. Okay, and then we're going to decrease over these last 2 stitches right here. Boop. And well, I don't think I went in the stitch. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to decrease over the first 2 like this, and then we're going to single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to decrease over the last 2. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Now for the next row, we are going to start increasing. So we've went like this, and now we're going to go like this, okay? So we are going to, for row 5 of the heel, we're going to increase in the first stitch, which just means 2 half double crochets in the same spot. 1, 2, and then we are going to half double crochet 4 across the length of the row. 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to increase in the last space, and that's going to give us a total of 6 stitches in the row. 1 and 2, chain 1 and turn our work. For row 5, we're going to increase, then for row 6, we're going to increase, half double crochet 6, and then increase, giving us a total of 10 stitches. So we're going to start with an increase, then half double crochet 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to increase in this last stitch right here for a total of 10 stitches. Chain 1, turn our work. Now we're going to go one more row of increases. We're going to increase in the first stitch, then we're going to half double crochet 8, 1, yeah, there'll be a replay, sorry, 2, 3, 4, I'll slow down, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we're going to increase in the last stitch, and then I'm going to take a drink of water and give a couple minutes to catch up. Sorry about that. So I just did rows 1 through 7 of the heel. We are going to chain 1, and then we are going to turn our work. Okay, so I'm going to set that down for a second and give you guys a couple minutes. Fascinates me. Sorry for my English, I'm French. No, very good English, Julie. And thank you. No, not back loops, all the way across both loops. I taught myself how to crochet like that, and there's very few people that crochet like this. Every now and then we find each other, but most people do not hold their yarn like that. I have full control right here of how much the tension is. I can either squeeze my fingers tighter together, or I can pull it tighter, or I can be looser. This is how I control my my tension. So I'm going to set that there and give you guys a second to catch up while I take a drink of water. This water is actually from Saturday, but it's still good. It's been in my room since Saturday. We just ended on row 7 of the heel. So we did rows 1 through 10 of the booty area, and then we did 7 rows of the heel. Give you guys a couple more minutes. You guys want to see my Christmas cards while we're waiting for people to catch up? I'm going to show them to you. I already recorded a reel of me opening them, but I thought I'd show them to you here too. You'll see the reel later. These are our Christmas cards this year. That's a fall picture, but I don't have any Christmas pictures. So we take fall pictures every year. I'm self-taught as well, and I hold my yarn the same and yarn under as well. I just can't wrap my yarn around my hands and fingers like I see others do. When I started crocheting, I held my yarn tension the same way. I hold my tension completely different now. It's very hard for me to teach a new person how to crochet because I hold my stuff so weird. But these are our Christmas cards. I made them on Canva, and I printed them through Vistaprint, and I cut the corners myself with this little guy. I've already filmed the whole reel for it. I will share all that information in the future, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more time to catch up, and I will go slower. I apologize. For some reason, I was thinking these people don't want to stay here all day. I need to hurry up. Instead of thinking, oh, they're crocheting with me, we should go slow. I apologize. So let's go ahead now. After we make our little heel portion, we're going to assemble it, kind of. And I do have a hack that I figured out while working on this one earlier today that I'm going to share with you. So we're going to start by closing, like smushing closed from the back, right? We're not going in, we're going out. And we're lining up our first row with our last row, just like this. So the rows are lined up. First row with our last row. And then soldier field, you can flip YouTube videos you can flip them like this, and then that will help a left-handed person. If you Google YouTube, how to mirror image YouTube or flip YouTube videos, you just add a little bit of extra to the URL of any YouTube video and it will automatically flip. So that might help you be able to teach her if she can watch videos. So now we're going to work from this side of our work. So I squished my heel closed, first row touching the last row. Now we're going to single crochet these two sides together. 1, 2. And you have to make your own spots for your hook to go. So it's not a science, it's an art. So we're going to go in right here and then in the same spot on this side. And I will come closer here in just a second to show you. The main thing is that your rows line up and that you try to do the same number of stitches on both sides. In the pattern, I said that I did this for 7 stitches, and when I did it today, it was only 5. So it truly doesn't matter. So I'm going to place a single crochet there. That's 1. And then I'm going to try to make my own spot and make sure it lines up with the other side. We're going through both pieces. We're crocheting it closed. 2, gonna do it again for 3, and this time it looks like I'm literally gonna have 4 stitches. I don't know why it's different every time for me. I keep being weird, but whatever that you do, it doesn't matter. We just don't want any big holes, right? You don't want any big gaping holes. So that's 4 for me, and I will remember that when I come down to this side. Now in the pattern, it says to cut your yarn, sew in your tails, and rejoin over here. We're not gonna do that, okay? Your girls learned a little bit since designing this pattern in what? 2019 maybe? I'm going to scroll back to the 2019, December 2019. So I've learned a little bit since then. So we're going to just slip stitch. Do you see this row of stitches right here? I think that's the camel hump of one of our previous rows, but you see these little, I'm just going to slip stitch down these to get to this other side. That's the goal. And it's not going to mess up because it's going inside your stocking. You can't even tell that I did it. It's on the inside of the stocking. So we're just going to slip stitch down we're trying to get to this corner right here. And then we're trying to get to this corner, and then we're going to crochet it together on this side. So we're just going to slip stitch right on across here. Nobody's going to know. They're going to know. How would they know? How? Where my TikTok fans at? So you just go in, grab your yarn, and pull through both loops. That's a slip stitch. And then I'm going to make a funky one right there. Boom. Very easy. Now we are going to crochet this side closed, hoping to make sure that the lines match up with one another. And my goal is 4 because that's what I did on the other side, but honestly, it doesn't make a big deal. That's 1. Going through both this and this. That's 2, here and here, that's 3, and then this, I want to make sure I'm not going into the actual, so this right here is the first row of the heel. This down here is the body of the stocking, so this is my last single crochet. I think that's 4, okay? And then I'm going to chain 1. I don't know if it says to do that or not. Chain 1. I think we chain 1. Okay, chain 1, and now we are going to flip our stocking. I'm trying to go slow, guys, to pooch it out to the right side, right? So we created it on the wrong side. You can see I don't have any holes between where I made my own spots to go, and now we got a little booty. Isn't it cute? Okay, so now we're going to do row 11. We're picking up where we left off. We did row 10 was here. Now we're going to do row 11 of our stocking. And I'm going to put my hook back in this here. So it says, wow, what is it doing that? Okay, so it says to half double crochet 12. So we're going to start right here's the top of the first one. So we're going to half double crochet 12 across the top of our heel. That's 1. And these rows will have 26 stitches instead of 24. That's 2. Wait, I just joined. Where did she slip stitch? Okay. No, I didn't cut the yarn. I slip stitched. There was an open loop. Just a random open loop. And I just slip stitch across it to get to the other side. Okay. That's 2. And then we're going to half double crochet across. Do I need to slow down or do I need to like take another pause? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, nobody said to take a pause, so we're going to keep going. So I just did the 12 across the heel. Now we're going to come to this guy. So this is the next stitch in the body of, actually, that actually has a half double crochet. So this is the next unworked stitch in the body of our stocking. This one has one of the half double crochets for the first row of the heel in it. And then so we have to get from here to here. So the pattern says to half double crochet 3 together. That just means all that we're doing is creating like a big honkin' stitch so there's not a hole. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to leave a stitch marker here. Yes, I got one. Okay, I'm going to leave a stitch marker here so we know that's our next stitch. So we are going to half double crochet this to kind of close up this hole, and we're going to go across all these little parts, and we're going to do, well, not across, that's the side of it. So we're going to go across all these little parts right here. Can you see that? And we're going to do 3 together or 2 together, whatever comes as we go. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to insert my hook here. I'm going to try to go like in the stitch instead of around the stitch. I can feel with my fingers. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my yarn and pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to insert right here. Grab my yarn, pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to insert right here, which has a heel stitch in it already. Pull up a loop, and then we're going to just go through all of these guys, and I will show you what this does. See how it creates this huge like mega stitch, bulky, chunky mega stitch here? That is to close that hole. If we just went straight into there would be an actual hole that you could poke through in your work. So that's just to close up the hole. It's not structural, it's cosmetic. Okay, so now we're going to go in this stitch and continue half double crocheting across. It should be 12. We're going to do 12 more half double crochets. That's 1, 2. How we doing? How's everybody doing? 3, 4, 5, 6. After this, we'll do another giveaway. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that should have been 12. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's another stitch right there. So 12 is going to go here. 12. Now we are going to decrease or 3 together, whatever we need to get to where we're going to join up here. This is the first stitch. So this is where we're going to join. So we need to close that gap. I'm using an E hook in worsted weight yarn. I love this yarn. And it might We are back. So sorry. Sorry for the techie. Sierra, hi. I know that you got to leave soon. We will try to do the giveaways without you, my friend. So don't worry about that. I think we can probably do it as a team. How are we doing? Can we see? Timing is good. Hands aren't skipping. Are we good? Yay. And we're back. Hello. So sorry for the techie. I lost you guys. I hit my phone accidentally and it ruined everything. So I don't know what happened, but we are back. Thank you for coming back. Look, we got almost everybody back. Okay, good morning. So sorry. We are back. I already shared. Maybe it was because it was about at an hour and then it starts getting weird. So I shared part 1 already on my feed. I waited for it to upload before I came back and started part 2. I apologize, but the other lives after this one will be much shorter. So all is well. Okay, excellent. Let's continue on with our little stocking. Let's go to, we just did 12 across, and we're getting ready to do another like half double crochet situation right here to get to where we can join on the top of our first stitch, which is this guy. So we have to close the gap from here to here. So we're going to close that, and then we're going to do a giveaway. Sierra has to leave, so I'm just going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into this space here. Grab my yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then I'm going to go like all the way over here into this little chunk over there. Will they be at around the same time every day? No, they are at different times. It depends on what day of the week that it's on, but I send a calendar. If you sign up to the CrochetMAS VIP list, you will get a calendar of all the dates and times. Tomorrow's is at 11 though, same time as today. Okay, so then that closes up our little gap, join into the top of our first half double crochet, and chain 1. Let's do a giveaway. Sierra, are you still here, or did you bounce already? I already told her that she's welcome to leave. She has other things that she has to do. So we're gonna do a giveaway. If you haven't been here yet, our giveaways, I have all these numbers here, 1 through 126. We've already used these 2, so don't guess these 2. And whoever guesses the closest first without going over will get, let's do the PDF again. We're going to do the PDF one more time. So whoever gets the closest to the number without going over will get the digital version of this PDF for free, and I will email it to you. So go ahead and start guessing your numbers 1 through 126 and pop them up in the comments. And, oh, Sierra's still here. Hey, girl, hey. And we will doing one more of these giveaways, and then we'll do one more before we leave, but I will do it by myself without Sierra's help. I appreciate you, Sierra. Thank you for helping me. Okay, I'm getting ready to draw one. Don't draw these 2. Oh no, Honeycombs and Casey Fish Princess both said 17. Casey Fish Princess, try a different number. Here we go, and here we go. 93. 93. So the closest without going over first gets a PDF. Sierra will find you and tag you in the comments and then give you your next instructions. 93 is the winner. These are fun. I'm going to take a picture of the winning numbers later, kind of like the lottery, but, you know, way less significant of the prize. Did Crafty Ninja win? Was it Crafty Ninja? Did you get 93? Okay, we are going to continue on with the pattern. So technically we are on row 12 of the body of the stocking. So we're just going to half double crochet one time in each stitch all the way around. This time it will be 26. Yay, Crafty Ninja! This time it will be 26 stitches because of those 2 funky things that we added. It increased our row count by 2. So now we have 26 stitches. I'm so glad that you won, Crafty Ninja. You've been so active today, and that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, 26. Starting in the space where I just joined my yarn. 1, 2, and it's just 1 all the way around, guys. 3, 4, 5. Welcome back, Alexis. Sorry about the techie. Maybe an hour is all Instagram will give us. Maybe we were getting too close to the hour point and it got weird. Who knows? And I quit counting. We're just going to hope that I did everything correctly and all will be well. Going along our merry way, half double crocheting. Almost to the beginning. And then we've got another bobble row coming up. Okay. Whoop. I probably should count them, just to be safe. I don't know what language that is. I'm sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, one more. I'm glad you're finding it helpful. There is a video tutorial already on YouTube, but this replay will also be available. If you want to watch this one again. I hope. Was I using the wrong hook? Was I using this hook? Or this hook? What did I do? I have to go, but I'll be making mine later with the replay. Bye, forget me not. I hope I was using the right hook. I feel like these are big. I'm gonna frog them. I think I was using the wrong hook. We're gonna do it again. Sorry. Oh, that techie has got me all out of sorts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those were made with the G hook. Sorry, we should still be using the same hook. Bobble. Okay, one bobble slowly. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count them so I don't mess up. 5, 6, 7. And I frogged my row if you missed it. I pulled it out. Doing it again. This is 10. I had the wrong hook. 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 3.5. 15, 16, 17. Oh, yeah, all the time. 18, 19, 20. Even on Claire bun beanies, and I've made 1,000 of those. I still have to frog. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Okay, join into the top of your first half double crochet. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we have another bobble row. So we're going to single bobble all the way around. We still have like a little kid's booty looking so cute. We're going to start by placing a single crochet in the first stitch here. And then we're going to do a bobble stitch, which I'm going to do very, very slow. We are going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on our hook, and we have 2 left. We're going to yarn over, go back into that same hole, grab our yarn, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, go back into the same hole, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to do that one more time. Yarn over, insert, grab, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. That completes our bobble stitch. Now we're going to single crochet directly. Go directly into this next space here for a single crochet. I turned my work, so my work is facing, I am looking at the wrong side, but my bobble is popping out on the right side. We turned our work before we started the bobble row. So I'm going to place my single crochet here, and then we're going to do another bobble stitch. So bobble single all the way around until we get back to the beginning. You're welcome. I know I do it weird because I yarn under instead of over, so it kind of looks a little bit weird. But your bobbles are made on the wrong side. So we have to turn our work so they pooch out on the right side. So all of my patterns that have the bobble stitch, you have to turn your work before the bobble stitch, or your bobbles are going to pooch out on the wrong side of your work. There we go. Yeah, sorry about the techie, guys. I don't know. Hopefully it won't do that tomorrow. My internet is not great. I have been learning that because I got a new video software, and the internet is not, my internet is not very good here at my home. My upload speed is not very good. I don't know about my streaming speed. Oh, missed it. I did accidentally post a video last night. Did anybody see that? In the middle of the night, my Christmas light video went live on its own. That was something awesome to wake up to. Totally an accident, because my new software that I use had the option to post it to YouTube, and I thought that they would post it as a private thing to give you time to like make the title and stuff, but nope. Posted it straight live, straight public for the world to see. I joined late because I set my wrong timer. I got Google and tried to convert CST to your... Oh gosh, I'm sorry about that. So satisfying watching the baubles be made. I love it. Whenever I watch my... Like if I'm editing a video from watching me crochet, it makes me want to go crochet again. Okay, we are almost done with this row. We're going to end on a bobble stitch. If I was to redesign this pattern, we would not end on a bobble stitch. Also, if I was to redesign this pattern, the second row of half double crochets, you know the 3 rows in between each bobble? If I was to redo this pattern, the second row would be done in the camel hump, and we would have another line in between. It would look really pretty. I might make one anyway just to see how it goes. Mom of 2, I would also like to suggest it may be your hook. Maybe the hook that you're using. You can set a reminder for us to set notifications. What do you mean? I don't even want to try to say your name. I'm going to butcher it. Let me know what you mean, though, because I'm interested. But for Mom of 2, try clover and more hooks. It might really help. And so we just did a single crochet, so our last stitch here is going to be a bobble stitch. Oh, like in my stories, you mean? I can set you're right. I should have done that today. Good call. I will do that tomorrow. I will absolutely do that. So I thought I scheduled a story post to go live at 8 a.m., but it didn't, so I had to manually push it. Okay, join into the top of your first single crochet here. That's okay, Crafty Ninja. Okay. Chain 1 and turn our work. Now we've got our 3 rows of half double crochets here, so we're just doing 1 half double crochet, and we did turn our work. We turned our work, see? Like I was going this way, now I'm going this way. Okay? And we're going to half double crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around for a total of 26 half double crochets. And we're going to do that for 3 rows. Like I said, this will be the longest video of all of the CrochetMAS videos this week, or for the next 10 days. So if you're like me and I can't dedicate an hour and a half every day, you don't have to. Some of them might only be 10 minutes long, and we're going to be struggling to like think of things to say and do so we can hang out together longer. So just know they will not always be this long. And we will not, hopefully will not always have techie problems. I do wish that my internet was better. We use Spectrum internet, and my best friend's husband is a Spectrum guy, and he told me that they're working on getting an upgrade available to make our internet faster. I'm not sure. A lot of people around here have been getting MetroNet instead. I need better internet to run my business efficiently. So we might have to figure something out. Okay, I think we need to go here for 26. Join into the top of our first half double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 more rows just like that. Chain 1, keep it going. So I'm going to put my first half double crochet all the way over here and my last one up in this space. So I'm not going to go in the same stitch where I just joined like I normally do, because my seam is starting to go a little too conky wampus. So I'm just going to put my first half double crochet all the way over here instead. I'm amazed how you read our comments while crocheting. It's not easy, but it's fun though. I've got my phone down low, so it's like kind of in front of my face. The hardest part is still being able to see my work from under my phone. I guess I probably could have tried to pull up the live on my iPad and then had the comments over here to my side, maybe. Maybe tomorrow I'll try that. But my iPad isn't even connected to my Instagram, so. Oh, goodness. I guess I could join the Instagram live from my other Instagram account. That I could do. I love your descriptive words the best. Oh, thank you. I just say what makes the most sense in my brain, and then I say it out loud. Conkywampus. We don't want conkywampus stockings. Not today. Oh, split my yarn. I wish that we could have Christmas music playing in the background. I don't think Instagram allows that, but I think TikTok does allow it, but Instagram doesn't. Maybe next year we will. I wonder if YouTube allows it. And next year we can do these CrochetMAS already on YouTube. Okay. So my last one is going to go right smack up next to my chain whip because I spaced out my first one. There we go. 26. Join into the top of the first one. Oh gosh. You guys are spoiling me. Okay, one more row of 26 half double crochets, and then we have one more row of bobble, and then we're almost done. We are getting close. Almost time to add the faux fur cuff. Whew, this one's a long one. Maybe next year before I choose my lineup, I will make one and make sure I can make it in under an hour. This is a fun one, though, and it's perfect for the holidays, and it's perfect for December 1st because you still have enough time to make a couple and get them out or take them to markets or use them for your family. You still got time. How y'all doing on your Christmas shopping? I got Ava mostly finished, Gabe mostly finished. I'm just going to grab him a few extra things. I'm using this color of Red Heart Huga fur yarn. I'm not sure of the official name. I have another one up there I could look. But that's what I'm, like the light creamish. I think I would say it's creamish. So if you played Christmas music without lyrics, that might work. Good to know. We could try that. Okay, join into the top of our first half double crochet. Hey, Crochet Cactus, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Chain one. And now we're going to turn our work. Turn our work. So this, I just chained one. Now I'm going to turn my work to get ready for another bobble row. Ooh, perfect. Market on Saturday. Yep, gift cards, garlands, baby announcements. Okay, we're going to start by putting a single crochet in the first stitch and then a bobble stitch in the next stitch. I've done this really slow a couple different times throughout this live and the previous one. For anyone who's just joining, the first half is already live on my feed, the replay, because we had some techie problems, but hopefully all will be well from here on out. I am trying to go a little fast because it is getting a little long. The rest of it, though, is fairly simple. The only part that's a little bit difficult is using the faux fur yarn to see your stitches. And I was just going to use acrylic yarn so you could see them perfectly, but I thought it might be helpful for you to see what it looks like to work with the faux fur. Yeah, you can use velvet, as long as I don't know about like the size of velvet that you have. Like I don't know what it would do. If it ends up being too big or too small, it might not work and you might have to pull it out, but you could try it. We will be using our G hook for the brim. So I went from an E to a G because if you use the same hook size, the brim is too tight and it looks like your stocking almost goes to a point. I never remember how to do a bobble. Do you want me to do it slowly again, Heather? I'll do it slowly again. So single crochet. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. That's two. We're going to do that 2 more times. Pull up a loop, pull through 2. That's 3. And last one. Pull through 2. That's 4. We have 5 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. That finishes our bobble stitch. Now we're going to go directly into the next stitch for our single crochet. Y'all, I'm getting hungry. This is going longer than I expected, but it's fun though. Is anybody else having a good time? I'm having a good time. Oh, missed my stitch. We will do one more giveaway. It'll be the notebook. But I can probably do it because I won't be crocheting. That'll be good. We'll do it at the end. We'll do one more giveaway of the notebook before we close out and say our goodbyes. Also, if this is your first time hearing about what's going on here, I am doing 10 days of CrochetMAS, where each of the 10 days I do a free crochet pattern off of my blog here on Instagram live for everyone to see. I give tips and tricks throughout the video to help you guys either do them faster or do them more efficiently or overcome some troubleshooting issues you might be having. So that is what's happening for the next 10 days. If you want to be for sure that you don't miss it and you're involved, you can sign up to the CrochetMAS VIP list by going to craftyconcept.com/CrochetMAS sign up. You can also just click the link in my bio and it's the first thing that you will see. Once you sign up, you will get the calendar of all the days with each pattern and the times for each day and a marketing packet that you can use to post on social media to tell your friends about CrochetMAS so that they can join and we can all do it together, and it's a virtual crochet party. One of the things in the marketing packet was a template, and I shared that on my reels yesterday if you want to see how to use the template. But there's other things in there like memes and Instagram posts and Facebook posts, all resized and specifically formatted for the different types of posting that you might want to do, and that is all for free. So now we are going to, yes, I do this so my bobbles pop out on the right side. This is the only rows that we do backwards. It's the bobble rows. Join into the top of our first stitch. Grab our chain 1 and turn our work. We always turn before and after the bobble rows. I think we just have 2 more rows of half double crochets. Might be 3. Wait a minute. We just did 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's this? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We just did row 17. Okay, 18, 19, and 20. So we got 3 rows of half double crochets. And then we're going to switch to our faux fur yarn. So 3 rows of half double crochets. Also, once you sign up to the VIP list, you will be getting a freebie every morning that goes with that day's pattern. So today's freebie was a sheet of marketing tips to help you market and sell crochet stockings to your audience. It included a list of keywords that have been researched by myself on Etsy that would be good keywords to use in your listings to help you get some Etsy juice to show up in searches. I also gave you some photography ideas of ways you can photograph your mini stockings to market them for the different things that you're trying to market them for. I gave you 3 different ways to market them with keywords and photo tips for each way. That was free. That was in your inbox this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All of the CrochetMAS emails will be at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow we will be making I believe it's the Crafty facial rounds, and it will also be at 11 a.m. just like this one. And the freebie for the Crafty facial rounds is product tags. And this is a new freebie that I haven't released yet. So you guys will be getting all of that in tomorrow's email. Join into the top of our first stitch, chain 1, and we're going to go again. I'm going to go over here this time so my seam can kind of straighten up. Will we get today's if we sign up today? Not automatically, Heather. You'll have to email me and say, hey, I just signed up for CrochetMAS. I'm all set for the rest of the 10 days, but I missed today's. Can you send me the freebie? And I will send it to you manually. I should include a link to yesterday's email in each. I might be able to figure that out so we don't ever have to do that again. If I can figure that out, I will. But I don't know if there's a link for me to link to the previous day's email. I don't know if that's available. For the facial rounds, we use Bernat blanket yarn and a cotton. So either Dishy cotton or I Love This cotton. All of those, I believe I put... So in the first email that you get after signing up, I gave you the calendar for all of the days. And all of the patterns that we'll be doing and links to the blog post for all of those patterns, so you can check them out beforehand if you want to like get your supplies together or something. Thanks, Crafty Ninja. Also, handmade to sign up, you just go to craftyconcept.com/CrochetMAS sign up. No spaces, no dashes, or click the link in my bio after this live, and you can sign up. It's the first thing that you see. And I'll show you guys that after, here in just a minute. I'll show you what it looks like on my link in bio. Join to the top of our first half double crochet, chain 1, and now we're going to do our last one. I'm going to kind of pooch it out a little bit again. So 26, this is our last row before we switch to our cuff yarn. I think this is a funny thing. Okay, you're welcome. I might need to take another drink of water. Okay, we are almost to the hour-and-a-half mark. Oh my, none of the other ones will be this long. I apologize. But I hope that you're loving it and you're just happy to be here with me instead of thinking, Lord have mercy, she's taking up my whole day. I do apologize. Obviously, you don't have to stay. There you go. Craft shopping. Oh. Okay. The cotton, and to make the facial rounds, if you just have scrap burlap blanket yarn and scrap cotton, you'll be able to make one probably. It really doesn't take much to make at least one. So much fun. Yay. Okay. So I just did, oh, thank you guys. You're so sweet to me. Thank you. I just did my 26. I'm going to join into the top, but I'm going to cut my pink yarn and grab my faux fur instead. So now we are switching to the faux fur, and we're going to do 2 rows. Oh, we're also switching to our G-hook. And we're going to do 2 rows of the faux fur, and then we're going to do a row in the back loop only to give it the drop, but we'll do all of it here together. Join into the top. Thank you guys. Ugh, you're too sweet to me. Join into the top. Grab our faux fur yarn. This is Red Heart Hygge Fur. You can also use the boucle. That's what the original pattern was written with the boucle yarn, and it looks kind of like that a little bit. I just think it's fun to use textured yarn. You absolutely do not have to. You can absolutely just use a different color acrylic yarn or even the same color. Like you can use any kind of yarn. It just go crazy, right? Do what your little heart desires. I'm going to grab this and pull it through like that to join it, and then we're going to chain 1. Now you might need a stitch marker for these next parts if you are using faux fur yarn. So I got mine here, and we are going to half double crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around for a total of 26 half double crochets. I'm going to put my first one in the space where I just joined my new yarn. So I'm going to yarn over, insert into that same space. Don't be intimidated by the fur. You are the boss of the fur. The fur is not the boss of you. Don't be intimidated. Okay, now finish out your half double crochet just like you would normally. And then we're going to put our stitch marker in the top of that stitch we just created. Because now we know that is where we are going to join at the end of the row. That will be so pretty, Auntie Kay. You're the boss of the faux fur. Okay, so usually when I use a stitch marker, I mark the last stitch in the row, but with the faux fur, I mark the first stitch. That way I know where my row ends and where I need to join at. This really helps me make sure that the faux fur knows I'm the boss and they are not the boss. Also, if you miss a stitch, it's okay. If you increase somewhere because you know that you missed somewhere else, it's okay. You're not going to see it. Look at this. You're not going to see it. It will hide any of your imperfections. That is one of the best things about faux fur. So if you're scared of it, don't be, and just know that it's really forgiving. I use that joke all the time. Forgiving, but it will hide your imperfections. Yes, it's okay to mark every stitch, but don't overthink it. You know, if you've crocheted, if this is not your first project, like if you have crocheted before, know that you know how to crochet, okay? And you know where stitches are. You can feel them with your fingers. We're gonna get there together, okay? So that's one. We're gonna go right into this next stitch here. That's 2. I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to try to explain it with my words too, so we can learn how to be the boss of the faux fur yarn together. See, once you do a couple stitches, you can see the tops of your stitches, just like with acrylic. They're just the same little V shapes, and you know what to feel for, and you know where the stitches should be. You can do it. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You get to choose. Oh, that one didn't go through all the way. But I really enjoy faux fur yarn. Even like the little ones like this, and then the thick ones like Gopher Faux, I love it all. And I think the finished look is so different than with other yarn, like regular yarn, and people at markets and stuff, like regular people, not crochet or knit people, are amazed. They think it's unbelievably awesome that you did that. They're like, how did you do that? And we're like, well, it's faux fur yarn. They can't even wrap their mind around what faux fur yarn is. They think it's the coolest thing they've ever seen. So we're going to finish. We're going to do this row, and then we're going to do one more row. And then we're going to do in the back loop only. And then we're going to do 2 more rows, and then we're done. And then we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away a notebook. And I'm going to do it without Sierra because I won't be crocheting, so it'll be fine. And then we're going to send you off and get ready for the next one tomorrow. Okay, so that is not where I put a stitch. That is where I joined. So if I pull this tail, that just kind of goes away. So this is my 26th stitch. Don't let that deceive you. You are the boss of the fur. Okay, we're going to join into the top of our first stitch, which we have so conveniently marked with our stitch marker. Like so, and you can feel it. You can feel the stitches. Go right on under those the two V loops that are at the top of all crochet stitches. I don't even have something crocheted next to me that I could show you. And then we're gonna grab our yarn and pull through. We're joining, and then we're gonna chain 1. And I'm gonna keep my finger and my thumb. Can you see I'm squeezing it with these 2 fingers? I can feel the hole on the top of my stitch. I can feel the opening between the 2 pads of my fingertips. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to insert my hook right in that hole that I can feel with my fingers. I left my back finger back here on the hole. I yarn over, and then I push my hook through until I poke my back finger. This finger right here, I poked it so I know I went right through the hole. I could feel it happening. I am the boss of the fur. Okay, pull your yarn through and finish out your stitch. Now we're going to put our stitch marker in right there, the top of that stitch that we just created, so we know that's where we're going to join our yarn when we get back around, and then we're just going to half double crochet around. So if you're not sure which, you can feel the holes. Like, I'm not even looking at my yarn. I'm looking at my other phone for the YouTube video. You can feel the holes. Now this one is where I just put my first stitch. But if I'm not sure, all I got to do is tug on my stitch, and then I can feel that hole being tugged. And I say, oh, that hole already has a stitch. So I'm going to feel for the next hole, and that's where I'm going to put my next stitch. And I'm going to keep my back finger there on the on the back side, and then I'm going to push my needle, my hook, until I poke my finger. I'm poking my finger, so I know that I went through that hole. We're going to do that all the way around, feeling for the holes, leaving your fingertips there so you can feel it. So this one already has a stitch, a half double crochet in there, so I'm doing the next one. If you get confused, just tug on it and you'll be able to tell where it's coming from. And just tell it who's boss. If it's in your way, push through it. Like, listen, I am the artist, not you. Push through it. Because the little furs will sometimes try to prevent you from getting through the stitch, but you don't have to I do not knit. I use a knitting machine. Okay. Oh, well, daggone. Is that helping anybody? Is that making light bulbs go off for anybody? Gonna do that all the way around. I'm still feeling for every single one of them. Also, like, I know where they are because I can see them down here, right? You can see, and you know where the stitches are. You are a good crocheter. Do not let it give you doubts. Good. I'm glad it's helpful, because faux fur yarn is really fun. The more you try to think about it, the harder it gets. Just trust yourself and trust that you know how to crochet. Also know that if you make a mistake, nobody's going to know because this fur will hide it. So it's no big deal. We're almost to the end. Love the tug method to feel the last stitch. Awesome. Oh, so awesome. Okay. Almost to the stitch marker. Is my phone being weird again? Am I cutting out or something? Ugh, we gotta hurry. Almost to the end. I'm assuming I counted the right number of stitches. I haven't been counting. Okay, last one. Then we're going to join into the top of our first stitch where we just joined. Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate you letting me know. Join right into that stitch. Okay, and then chain one. Now, everybody, if you're multitasking or doing other things or you know, dozing off, this part's important because if you miss it, it's really fast. We're going to turn our work, okay? We turned our work because we're going to be crocheting in the back loop only, so it will fold nicely. It's going to create a really nice fold. It's not like a cuff that you're making. It wants to go. Crocheting in the back loop is going to make it want to go over. So we turned our work, and we're going to crochet in the back loop, and we're just going to feel for it. We're going to feel for it. We're going to squeeze our little fingers, and I can feel the two different threads of the front and back loops. And then I'm just going to put my hook where I know the back loop should be because I know how to crochet. Even if I can't see it, I'm going to feel for it. I'm going to use my fingertips to feel. I'm going to tug and make sure I'm not just through a thread and I am actually through the actual yarn. I'm going to place my single crochet there, or my half double crochet. That's one, and I'm going to do another one before I get my stitch marker just because I just need to, oh, I'm on the right path, right? That's two. Now I'm going to put this right here in the first one. And we're going to continue to half double crochet in the back loop only, which is the loop furthest from your person. So look at this. You can see the V stitches. See, there's the front loop and there's the back loop. It's just like regular yarn. It just looks and feels a little different. But you're just going to go right in the back loop, right where you know where the back loop is. It's going to be where you think it should be because it's just the same as crocheting with other yarn. Okay, what's bothering me the most is having my yarn ball keep running into my work. So we're going to half double crochet all the way around in the back loop only. We're doing back loop only for this row. It's row 3 of our cuff. And then after this, we have 2 more rows with just 1 single crochet in each loop all the way around. And then we're done. Then we got a giveaway. Okay. Sorry. Boop, where is it? There it is. Right where it should be. How are we doing? How's everybody doing? You telling the faux fur who's boss, or are you doing an acrylic? Or cotton or whatever, worsted weight. Not faux fur. We are almost finished. I know that faux fur is scary, but it doesn't have to be. See, this one's giving me fits because it's got a lot of the little hairs, but I pushed on through. Faux fur is like life. Sometimes it gets a little difficult, but you just gotta push through it. That needs to be on a card for crocheters. I should be a greeting card writer. Fluffy, not furry yarn. You think this is fluffy yarn? Or you're using fluffy yarn? I bet that looks cool. I'm going to make a few tonight, but I think I'm going to Brave. Yes, girl. Oh, I got too excited. You can do it. You just got to feel for it. You got to be patient. You got to give yourself grace, and you got to just frog and keep trying. Life is like crochet. Sometimes you just gotta start over and keep trying. Almost done. I think we got one left because I'm feeling for them. Hanging out crocheting a unicorn. I love it. I'm making all kinds of Christmas gifts. Actually, that might be, I can't tell. I think I need to do one more. I truly can't tell, but it truly doesn't matter. I am doing one more anyway. That might be 27, but it really doesn't matter. So we're going to join into the top of our first stitch where my stitch marker is. Whoa! Jumped right out at me. Okay, and chain one. Whew. Now I'm going to scoot up my little thing here because my stocking is getting too tall. I keep bumping into it. Oh, goodness. Crocheting a horse. Oh. Okay, friends. Two more rows. We're going to chain one, and we're going to turn our work. If you blink, you missed it. Now, after we do one more row, I will show you how that back loop row will fold nicely, but we're going to do one more row first. So we're going to go into the first one. That's one. Put in your stitch marker right under the V where they should be. Okay. And we're off. Sitting in class, no shame. I'm sewing snouts onto Santa Addy bears. I have one next to me. It makes a great photo prop when filming Christmas lights. Okay, just going right on through. Going right where we think the stitches would be. Giving ourselves room to just know that the faux fur is going to hide any imperfections. Imperfections. Okay. We're almost done, friends. Then we're going to do one more giveaway, and then we're going to go eat some lunch. I don't even know what I'm going to eat. I think we have, sometimes Gabe's aunt cooks for us. We call her Aunt Nana because when Ava was a baby, she said that she looked like Nana because Nana is her sister. So she started calling her Aunt Nana, and it stuck, and it's my favorite thing. You're welcome. I'm so glad that you liked it. Tomorrow we will be making Crafty facial rounds. I have 20 of them in my drawer in my bathroom because I wash my face every day, sometimes twice a day. Oh, I'm so glad you've loved it. Made by Amy K. Amy K, like my local friend Amy K, or a different Amy K? I thought my local friend Amy K's IG was different, but I have a local girl named Amy, and she crochets as well. It's hard to see your stitches with the fur. I know it's hard. You just got to kind of feel for it. You got to use, I like to use this finger right here, this one. It's hard to jiggle, to feel the back of my stitches. And you can feel the hole under the two V's. You can feel it. And then you push I leave my fingertip there until I feel my hook push through that hole that I feel with my fingertip. I know it's hard, but I'm just doing regular half double crochets all the way around. It just looks weird because it's faux fur yarn. You guys got this. I'm in California. Oh, so not my local Amy. That's okay. My California Amy. You can be my California Amy. Okay, join into the top of our first stitch. We have one more, but I want to go ahead and show you what this did. So if you go to fold your brim over, it's going to naturally fold where we did the back loops. And you can see the top of our stitches. That's what the back loop does. It gives you that perfect little whoop. One more row, I believe. Let me just double check. I hope it's just one more row. Yeah. 3 in the back. Okay, one more row, and then we are complete. I'm not even going to count because if I'm off from 26, it truly doesn't matter. And you can see that my cuff looks a little bit bigger than the body of my stocking. That's because I went up a hook size, right? But we did that so when it folds over, it's sitting on the outside of the stocking and not squishing the top of the stocking. We don't want it to look, that's why we went up a hook size, well, 2 hook sizes actually. Awesome, thank you. My pleasure. Okay. Unless that was to somebody else, in which case I'm embarrassed. Probably was. Her pleasure. Okay, we are almost done, friends. Thank you for hanging out. This was a long one. I did not think that through. I made one this morning and I was like, it's taking forever. But then I was like, well, I'm also like answering emails and stuff. That's probably why it's taking so long. Nope. This is a 2-hour project, I would say. You might could get it done in like an hour and a half if you get in a good rhythm and you've made a bunch and you're not trying to. That's okay. It's my last one. I can feel it. Someone said that I forgot my stitch marker. I can feel it. The stitch marker was mostly to help you guys see. So this is my last one. And now I am, and also to help you, if you forget your stitch marker, you can see where our seam is. So if you're following the seam, you can see about where it should be. So if you've got like a weird clump of furry yarn and your seam adds up, you've probably made it. Did I already join? I think I did. I think I joined. So now we can tie off. So I went ahead and joined into my top of my first half double crochet. Now I'm going to tie off like so. And voila! We made a cute little Crafty Boho stocking, a mini Crafty Boho stocking. Why is that one? Yeah, okay. I thought maybe I made that one backwards. But look how cute they are. Oh, all right. Let's do our giveaway. Giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. And then we will send you guys out into the world. Here we go. So these are the 3 numbers that have already been selected. So don't guess these 3. How the giveaway works for anybody that's just joining, I have the numbers 1 through 126 already on little papers in this nesting basket here. These 3 have already been selected. We're going to all guess numbers 1 through 126. First one to get the right number, the closest. So I'm going to angle this up so I can see. Sorry. But the first one to get closest to the number without going over wins. And I am doing this one by myself. So let's give Ashley some grace. I'm trying to see what you guys are posting. Oh, 2 people posted 102. Mama B Boutique. Do a different one because the other one was before you. Okay. I'm going to count to 10 and then I'm going to pull it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the winner is 115. You guys, I think we've went in order from smallest to the biggest. 115 is the winner. So we're looking for the closest without going over. So I'm just going to go through the comments here really quickly. 115 closest. We got 102 from Crocheted by Erica. 120, that went over. 115, 117, that went over. Looking for 115. Okay. I think it's going to be the 102. So the winner is, who was it? The first 102. Where'd it go? Crochet by Erica. Congratulations at Crochet by Erica. You win. Let's turn this puppy around and we can sign off like this. Hi. This is my face. Oh, somebody said 108? Was it after, like, I already started, or was it before? Because there is a lag. Okay, Crochet by Erica and Brandy Trinska. Both of you, send me... Okay, I obviously can't do them by myself. Both of you send me a email, and I will send you both notebooks. Whoever said they did 105, send me an email. I will send all 3 of you notebooks. Everybody be getting notebooks. I'm sorry. It's much easier with Sierra, but she had an appointment. So send me an email, and all of you will get Skein Queen notebooks. I will mail them to you guys in tomorrow's mail. Thank you so much for being here for day 1 of CrochetMAS. I hope you had fun making your Crafty Boho stocking. You can add the little hooky bit if you want to hang these like on your fireplace. Or you can leave them like this if they're like gift card holders. You can use them to put little treats in, all kinds of different fun things with these. So I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I'm going to be putting these 4 numbers, actually I'm going to leave them out and take a picture, but they will be back in the bucket for tomorrow's live giveaways. I don't think there's anything else that I need to say. I said most of it during the lives. It's in 2 parts because we had some techie. That was an accident. Hopefully that won't happen again. If you are not on the CrochetMAS VIP list, you are missing out on some goodies. So go to craftyconcept.com/CrochetMAS, or you can just go to my link in bio here on Instagram. I'm going to show you what that looks like really quickly, if I can get it to pull up. And then you can sign up there. So this is the Crafty Concept Instagram. Maybe just do this. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, Crafty Concept. Click the link in the bio, and it's going to take you straight to a place where you can sign up for CrochetMAS. See, join me for 10 days of CrochetMAS. Click on that button right there, and it's going to take you to the sign up page for the 2023 content calendar. That is wrong. That is very wrong. I will fix that immediately. I am so sorry. Happy CrochetMAS. I will fix that immediately. So as soon as I sign off, I will do that before I go eat lunch. That will be the correct link. I apologize. Lord have mercy. Hot Mess Express over here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing about it with your friends on your stories. Thank you for using the templates. Thank you for using the reels and the marketing things. Thank you for tagging me. You have been an absolute treat. I love you. I hope you have a fabulous December 1st, and I will see you here tomorrow for December 2nd, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Replays will be available here on Instagram and also over on YouTube. I will be sending the content calendar in the next couple of weeks. It is already available though, but I will be sending it to everybody in the next couple of weeks. It's on my calendar to send you the calendar. All right, I'm gonna pause for a photo op for the cover photo. I'm gonna try to get actually 2 because I'm gonna do a part 1 and a part 2. So let's see. Gotta pause here for a photo op. Ready? I'm gonna back up a little bit and I'm gonna hold this and I'm gonna smile. And I gotta hold it horizontal, or it won't hook it up. And it won't give me the option to use it, okay? And then I'm gonna do another one like this. I'm gonna do 2. Okay, almost got it. No, excellent. Okay, bye friends.